Welcome into season 24, episode number 2 of Laker Connections. I am Kenny Gerard, co-hosted by my good friend, Lucas McGarry. And Lucas, before we get started, how we doing?
Oh, I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Me and the Oswego State swim team just had our media day. Got a lot of fantastic pictures.
So, we'll have to show that next episode.
They will be shown on the show.
I think I gotta lower my chair. I look so big. I look like large.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
The pictures will be shown. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, we will absolutely show those next episode. But now, Lucas, fall sports are starting to get into the late season.
Absolutely.
And winter sports are just around the corner. We have playoffs looming and some teams booming. And, well, soon enough, pucks will be flying and nets will be swishing. Lucas made fun of me for that. Let's talk about the fall sports that happened this past week to kick off this episode's Laker recap. Lucas, kick us off with men's soccer.
I did say it was a little silly. It was a fun play on words.
A little
I
goofy.
liked it.
Whatever.
But
fun,
yeah.
man.
So Oswego men's soccer returned home to Laker Turf Stadium and earned a big 5-2 win over SUNY Potsdam. After the Bears struck first, Oswego uncharacteristically answered back immediately with goals from Ian Husselbeck and Tajay Ellis to take a 2-1 lead into halftime. The Lakers kept rolling in the second, with Husselbeck adding another, followed by goals from Edis Omerovic and Marcus Baker. Goalie Kyle Rose made a key penalty save to steal the win. Oswego improves to 3-5-5 on the season and 2-2-2 in SUNYAC play. Kenny, with a big five-goal win, I think it's safe to say that this might have been the Lakers' biggest win of the season, and they have all the momentum in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's 110% fair to say that is their best win. Now, what they do with this momentum is the next question, right? So now, do they continue to roll into their next game with a lot of momentum, come off a 5-goal win against Potsdam, go to what, 2-2-2?
Yeah,
they got what place are they in? I forget which place they're in.
They're right around the top. We'll get to it in the coming up. They're like fourth, I think. Or
Sorry,
fifth,
I'm jumping the gun here.
We'll get to it. Don't you worry. But my favorite part of this game was they went down 1-0 and they didn't give up. They're usually, when they give up goals early, they kind of just flounder and try and survive, and they bounced back immediately with 2 goals, and then they rambled through and they got 3 more. Really impressive win.
Yeah, I mean, just staying on top of it, you get a lead, keep your foot in the gas, and just don't let up. And that's exactly
it was really good for them. I'm impressed.
Absolutely. Well, the Oswego State women's soccer team earned a 3-1 road victory over SUNY Potsdam in SUNYAC play. Erica Yancey opened scoring early off a Kyla Sustad corner, then added a second goal later in the half with a header from Amber McDermott to give Oswego a 2-1 lead at halftime. Lauren O'Connell sealed it midway through the second half, tapping in a set piece from Sustad to make it 3-1. The Lakers controlled possession and shut down a late push from Potsdam to lock up the win. Oswego improves at 6-4-3 overall and 3-1-2 in SUNYAC play. Potsdam will fall to 8-4-2 overall and 2-3-1 in SUNYAC. The Lakers now sit at 4th in the conference, and Lucas, take me through this one and how the Lakers can keep climbing in the SUNYAC standings.
They just need to keep playing with the way they've been playing. They're having such a good season right now, and it's one of the best seasons I have seen here as a Laker myself. They have been a really, really strong team. Usually both of our soccer teams are more defensive heavy, and they struggle on offense, and this year it has been far from that. They're doing a really good job. They're averaging over 2 goals a game right now while limiting it to 1 or allowing just a little over 1. We'll get to that more in later. Obviously,
yes.
We talk about our preview, but they have been so impressive, and I think a sweep for both teams, men and women, over Potsdam is exactly what they needed because they're both right on the cusp of playoff contention. The women's team way more in contention, men's team right there.
Absolutely.
But we're going to move on to another team, not soccer related, but the Oswego State field hockey team traveled to Rochester to take on Roberts Wesleyan Hawks, falling 2-0 in a hard-fought matchup. The Lakers held strong early behind goalkeeper Sam Crathine, who made 2 key saves in the opening quarter to keep things even at 0. Roberts Wesleyan finally broke through 3 minutes into the second when Julia Lukasic scored off a penalty shot to give the Hawks a 1-0 lead at halftime. Crathine continued to battle, recording 3 more saves in the third quarter, but with just 30 seconds left in the frame, the Hawks struck again off a penalty corner to make it 2-0. Oswego couldn't generate any shots on goal, but Crathine finished with 6 saves on 8 shots faced and another standout performance for the Lakers.
Yeah, and, you got to say, it's when Oswego can actually get some conversions on offense and get some shots on net, they have a good chance to win games. It's just when they can't get down the field. And so far they've been. I feel like recently they've been better. They were very rocky at the beginning. They'd only scored like 3 goals in their first 7 games total. It was a very rough start, but they have gotten better. They picked up a couple of wins early on, and unfortunately for them, they did get shut out once again. But I think they just need to get back and get onto their winning ways again. Absolutely, and they got better at a time when it mattered, and that was in SUNYAC play.
100%.
But moving now to the hardwood, junior Gigi Basile led the way for the Oswego volleyball with 9 kills and a strong .286 hitting percentage in a tough match against St. Lawrence. Gabriella Bishop added 6 kills and Kaylee Vuktavine chipped in 5 as the Lakers showed balance at the net. Maya Bush ran the offense with 18 assists and a kill, while Samantha Madigan added 9 assists and 2 digs. Defensively, Grace Donovan and Julia Santafimi each recorded 10 digs, with Basile and Vuktavine contributing 3 blocks, assists apiece. Despite hitting 119 as a team, Oswego fought hard and nearly forced a 4-set before falling 26-24 in the third. The Saints would sweep the Lakers 3-0 on the day, and the Lakers fall to 16-4 overall, but still remain at a perfect 4-0 in conference. The Saints moved to 12-7 overall and still sit at 1-3 in the Liberty League. Lucas, this is a tough loss for a very talented Lakers team, but they stay perfect in the SUNYAC. What do they have to do to keep that 0 in the loss column in the SUNYAC?
I really think that they have been doing their best play when they play those SUNYAC teams. Like you said, they're 4-0, and I think that they excel when they play these teams in these conference matchups. They're having one of their best seasons ever. It's plain and simple. 16-4, 4-0. I've never seen the volleyball team look this good before. They were very solid last year. They had some returning attackers who were really good. Callie Vugtwine's one of them that comes to mind, really stand out. Gigi Basile, another one. They have all of the weapons that they need to utilize. They just need to utilize them even more, and I think that they have a really, really strong shot at getting the SUNYAC title this year.
They've been phenomenal. We'll see if they can keep those winning ways.
Absolutely.
Well, Lucas, that's going to do it for our Laker recap. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for the week ahead. You're watching Laker Connections right here on WTOP 10.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back into Season 24, Episode number 2 of Laker Connections, your only place for all things Laker sports. I'm Kenny Gerard, co-hosted by my good friend, Lucas McGarry.
Well.
Did you get your text out of the way?
I did, yeah, I'm all set.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
Now, Lucas, as we have mentioned before, fall sports are getting closer and closer to playoff season. SUNYAC play is well underway, and we are rapidly approaching the end of the fall sports season. Before we get there, though, Lucas, let's talk about what's to come for these teams and start us off with men's soccer.
No more skates on the ice and nets in the hoop.
I'm not that good.
Not on the
not that good.
Well, the Oswego State Lakers men's soccer team.
Oh yeah,
excuse
there
me.
you go, buddy.
There we go. Team hits the road for a key SUNYAC matchup against the Plattsburgh Cardinals. Oswego enters at 3-5-5 overall and a 2-2-2 conference play record, while Plattsburgh sits at 8-2-4 and 3-2-1 in the SUNYAC. Another fun one. The Cardinals rank 4th in the conference and boast one of the league's stingiest defenses, allowing just a .86 goals per game while also netting a 1.5 goals per game. Oswego, meanwhile, sits 7th, just outside the playoff picture. With only the top 6 teams advancing, the Lakers' defense has kept them competitive, allowing just 1.31 goals per game, but their offense averaging one goal per game will need to step up against a tough Plattsburgh back line. With 3 conference games left on the schedule, this matchup could be a turning point in Oswego's push for a postseason spot. They're right there.
They are right there. And yeah, I mean, just purely looking on the stats, they look like the favorites on one half and they don't look like favorites on another. Plattsburgh clearly better in keeping goals out of the net.
Oswego, really good defensive team so far, super solid. And Oswego, they have the keys, they have the weapons. It's just they're not getting them in the right spots, and it just seems like they still haven't fully found what they need to do. They keep getting good wins. They've had a really couple of good games, but they just still haven't exactly found what they need to do to get the big wins.
Absolutely. Well, Oswego heads into Saturday's home matchup against Plattsburgh with momentum on their side. The Lakers entered the game with a team average of 12 goals, 100 shots, and a .120 shot on goal rate, while Plattsburgh comes in with 17 goals on 150 shots and a .113 shooting efficiency. Oswego has shown balance in the attack and defensive stability in recent matchups, and they look to contain Plattsburgh's top scorer, Sydney Myers, who led her team with 5 goals. The Lakers will rely on their strong corner and shot on goal numbers to create chances, while Plattsburgh will try to push the pace with their high shot volume. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. at Laker Turf Stadium. The Lakers sit at 4th, and the Cardinals sit at 3rd in the SUNYAC. Lucas, it's another classic Oswego-Plattsburgh rivalry matchup. What does each team need to do to be successful in this one?
I mean, Oswego and Plattsburgh, it expands to all the sports. Who knew it could happen? And this is a really fantastic game. I mean, look at the stats. This is a really fun game on paper. Plattsburgh, they've been super solid all year. The record, their official record doesn't say, but that SUNYAC record speaks it all. 4-1-1. They're very solid when it counts in conference play. And Oswego, doing a really good job this year. 6-4-3 is a very, very solid record, and averaging over 2 goals a game is very impressive, especially coming from a team that we have basically never seen them do that. So for them to be able to score 2 goals a game, I think that's very impressive, and they, I think, are doing what they need to be doing to getting those big wins, and I think is a really good chance that they pull out the win here this weekend.
Absolutely.
But we're going to keep moving on. Stay to the other field sports.
Yep.
Field hockey. Oswego State field hockey team gets set for a late season SUNYAC matchup against the Cortland Red Dragons. The Lakers come in at 4-10 overall and 0-3 in conference play, while Cortland sits at 4-9 and 1-2 in the SUNYAC. Both teams have struggled to find consistency this season, but this matchup presents a big opportunity for each to grab a much-needed win. Oswego averages just a half goal per game, while Cortland's offense has been slightly stronger at 1.3 goals. On defense, both sides have had their challenges, with the Lakers allowing 2.57 goals per game compared to Cortland's 1.88. Oswego currently sits last in the conference, while Cortland holds the 4th spot, making this a crucial chance for the Lakers to finish the season strong and build momentum.
Yeah, simply put, they got to score goals, right? So, I mean, they got to pick it up on that end of the field. They got to score some more goals. I mean, defensively, they really haven't been all that bad, all things considered. So they've been doing a lot better in conference play. They've had a lot of closer matchups. It'll be interesting to see what they can do in this one, though.
On defense, they're really good. They have Krauthan, who's in goal, who's an absolute stud. She just doesn't get a break a lot of the time. And when the team is on defense for 90% of the game, Krauthan's going to let a couple of things slip. She needs a break at some point, and their offense needs to be able to help her. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely. Well, Oswego hits the road to take on Buffalo State this weekend. The Lakers come in at a perfect 4-0 SUNYAC record with a .189 team hitting percentage, 11.7 kills per set, and a robust block game with 157 block assists. Buffalo State, on the other hand, is 1-2 in conference with a .152 hitting percentage, averaging about 11 kills per set and 1.35 blocks per set. Oswego looked to leverage its balanced attack and strong defense to break down the Bengals. Buffalo State will need to limit errors and keep pressure on the Lakers to stay in this one. Lucas, this is yet another big matchup on this long Lakers road trip. What will they need to do to stay perfect in conference?
Like I already said before, just keep doing what you're doing. Feed those attackers. Feed the players that have been giving you success all season, and especially against a Buffalo State team who isn't the best. You see the stats there. They're only averaging 11 kills, which is slightly less than Oswego. They're good on the kills, but I think record speaks for itself, and Oswego has, plain and simple, has a much better defense than they do, and I think that's what it comes down to when you have 2 good attacking teams. And Oswego has really solid defense. They get a ton of digs, they get a ton of blocks every single game, and I think that they can pull this one out and get another big conference win.
It's going to be a fun one. That
Absolutely.
is for sure. But we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for, oh boy, the Wheelhouse Wire is back. Stick around. You're watching Laker Connections right here on WTOP 10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
Surface is this?
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn. Tune in to new episodes of
oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back into season 24, episode number 2, Laker Connections, your only place for all things Laker sports. I'm Kenny. That's Lucas. I think I said that enough times.
Yeah,
they know who we are.
you
at this
keep
point.
introducing us. I definitely think they know who we are.
I hope so at this point.
Me too.
Well, Lucas, it feels like just yesterday we were talking about how the Oswego State Lakers men's hockey team won the SUNYAC championship. And now the preseason games have arrived. It is once again time for the Wheelhouse Wire, where me and Lucas will discuss all things Laker hockey. And Lucas, it's time for us to talk about what's coming up this weekend in Laker hockey, so start us off with the women's team.
Absolutely. The Oswego State women's ice hockey team is set to begin a brand new season, carrying the weight of high expectations after their most successful campaign in program history. The Lakers are coming off a remarkable 22-5-2 season, including an impressive 15-1-2 record in SUNYAC play. Unfortunately, their dominant run ended just short of a conference title as they fell in the SUNYAC finals to Plattsburgh. Despite their success, Oswego was left out of the NCAA tournament field, a disappointing snub that fueled their offseason motivation. This year marks a new chapter for a program that's still relatively young, but will look to rise quickly through the SUNYAC ranks. There's plenty of excitement, but also a few question marks heading into the season. The biggest change comes in goal, with standout goaltender Lexi Levy no longer anchoring the crease after a stellar run that helped lead Oswego's defense to one of the best goals against averages in the nation at just 1.1 goals per game. Her departure leaves big skates to fill, and the pressure will be on a new crop of players to maintain that same defensive standard while keeping the offense rolling, which averaged 3.1 goals per game last season. The Lakers will open their 2024-25 season, or 25-26 season, excuse me, at home this Saturday in a truly unique matchup against St. John Fisher University. This won't just be a season opener for the Oswego, but for St. John Fisher, women's hockey program that makes this what makes this matchup so unpredictable as this is their first game ever for St. John Fisher, and we'll talk about it in a minute with the men's. Both teams never having a game in the history of their programs, and as you can see, like we say right there, first season 3. So I think what that means for both teams is a lot of unknowns for both of these opponents.
Man, you wrote an essay on
Hey
that
man, you said you
teleprompter.
wrote a minute for your men's hockey, so I was like, I'll fill up the women's.
Well, that was a good reader, man. You didn't leave me any time to talk, but
I'm sorry. I wrote mine, and then you go ahead.
I'll quickly just touch on what I think. Yeah, no, it was a good season, and it sucks that it ended the way it did, but this team will be able to bounce back. Now I feel like we're talking about the men's team last year. They have a lot of new players, right, and a lot of gaps that are now created. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do to exactly rebound from losing so many players. But, I mean, a team that goes to the SUNYAC championship, their first season in the SUNYAC, I mean, come on.
And also have to talk about the fact that they got snubbed from the national tournament, which we fully agree on. They got snubbed.
Don't fire me up. Don't fire me up right now.
Yeah.
Lucas.
But it's very unfortunate. We can move on to the men's team. I'm excited for this women's team. I think that they can do a repeat and maybe even go all the way through.
Okay. Great job, Lucas.
Thank you.
The Lakers finally broke the championship ice and won their first SUNYAC championship in 11 years. After a disappointing first-round exit to the tournament first-timers, the Trine Thunder, the Lakers look to repeat in a revamped SUNYAC division. Hobart, the three-peat national champions, and Skidmore have joined the division. The Lakers will have a tall task to repeat as champions, but with the young roster becoming more experienced and a couple of solid new additions, the Lakers' hopes are high. On the other side of the ice, this Saturday will be a preseason matchup between the Oswego State Lakers and the St. John Fisher Cardinals. This is the Cardinals' inaugural season, so I and everybody else have absolutely no idea what to expect in this one. This is the Cards' first ever game. They've never played before, and it will happen Saturday at 7 p.m. in the Deb, and yes, coverage is provided by WTOP 10.
Oh, yeah.
Lucas, this is going to be an interesting one. A reigning champ against a rookie squad. What does each side need to claim victory in this one? And as I had said, I'll talk a little more. I don't know what to expect. I mean, you have a team that comes fresh off of a championship to a team that is fresh on the ice and has brand new jerseys printed in probably the last couple months. So I'm excited to see how this one goes. It'll be an interesting one for sure.
This is like legitimately a textbook trap game right off the bat for Oswego.
Tough
now,
call.
is that going to be the case? I don't think so. But the writing is on the wall for something like that to happen. This team that no one is or not that they've ever heard of, but they've never been on the ice before. Who knows? They could be phenomenal. They could have had the greatest recruiting class of all. Like you said, we have no idea.
Not a clue.
So we're going to see, and I'm really excited for it. They could suck, for all we know. But they could also be phenomenal, and I think that's what I'm so excited about.
There's one thing for sure. It's going to be fun because, again, I have no expectations. No one has any expectations of the St. John Fisher team.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'll be cool.
We will
but
see.
We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for the Lakers Showdown. You're watching Laker Connections right here on WTOP 10.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris.
Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say. No. Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back into the second episode of Season 24 of Laker Connections, your home for everything Laker sports. And Lucas, it is time to welcome our Laker Showdown moderator, Mr. Michael Neckers. Now, Mike, want to explain to everybody at home what a Laker Showdown is?
Gentlemen, always a pleasure to be here. Laker Showdown is exactly as it sounds, a showdown between two of the best Laker sports minds this school has to offer. I hate that you make me say that every week. Because I will give you guys 3 questions, and whatever answer I like the most for each of those 3 questions will be rewarded a point. It will be best 2 out of 3, and the winner gets bragging rights until next week when we do this all over again.
Okay.
First question for you. What was your biggest heartbreak as an Oswego sports fan? Kenny, you're up first.
Oh, man, it's got to be when me and Spizak was no longer here. He's not dead. He's just not at Oswego anymore. We called that Plattsburgh game in the playoffs, and we had the chance to host the championship because Geneseo had lost, so we would have hosted Cortland or something of that nature. and then Oswego lost in overtime. So calling that game was definitely my.
What year was that?
2020.
What year was it for your freshman year?
My sophomore year.
So my freshman year when Oswego lost, that was probably the worst one for me.
That was a tough one,
because I was in the crowd.
So was I
watching
in that one,
yeah, so I was in the crowd watching that game.
I had a green beard the whole night. It was St. Patrick's Day.
Was the swim team speedoed for that game?
You were.
So I was there in a speedo, and I got in a freaking speedo just for us to lose. So unfortunately, that sucked for me. I was really disappointed, especially as a freshman. I was like, oh yeah, hockey's the awesome best sport, and then they lost. And I was like,
yeah, that one also sucked. But I think being on the mic and like not trying to like crash out about the fact that we just choked in overtime, I was like, oh my god. So. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with, I think that one's my worst, though.
Yeah.
So men's hockey losses for both of you. I wasn't here for that one. That was before my time. So I'm going to go with the women's hockey team losing the championship last year for mine.
Neither of
us. But Kenny, I'm going to pick your answer just because you were on the call for that game and had to keep your composure. So Kenny's going to take the first one.
That sucked really bad.
They lost.
We're going to stick with hockey. With the season just 2 days away, what is your go-to snack from the Power Play Cafe in the Deb? Lucas, you're up first.
I always get a cheeseburger and fries.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's super
simple. No, that's what I get too.
It's super simple, but it's so good. It's easy. I am not a big fan of whatever that other thing they do is.
Poutine?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Never been a poutine fan, so you see me at the Power Play Cafe, you will see a burger and fries and maybe a Coke or something.
Yeah.
But and ketchup, obviously, but yeah.
Well, I can't say the same answer as he did.
Don't say poutine.
That was it. And I'm just going to say,
not
what else do they have? I don't get any other cheeseburger and fries.
Candy.
Oh, we'll just say popcorn chicken because I don't like poutine. And I know it'll lose me a point, but I don't care. I guess I'll go popcorn chicken because I had it once, but...
You also get the same thing. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I always get the burger and fries.
It's so good.
Every time.
It's so
There
good.
is a clip of me when I was calling a game last year that you guys put on a replay of me eating a cheeseburger, and it was in the melt of the game. So, yes, that is my favorite snack, but I will just say, for the sake of the game, popcorn chicken.
Well, for the record, you're both wrong. I shouldn't give either your point because the answer is poutine.
No,
it
it's
is
not.
so good.
It's not.
Popcorn chicken by itself, I think it's way too dry. Lucas, you're going to get the point here. I love a cheeseburger and fries, but
it must be a 5-1. It must be a 518 thing that we don't like it.
It must be.
It's got to be what it is.
It's got to be.
I love the poutine and the Deb. I don't think you can beat it. All right, last question. With both of you being on TV right now, working a lot on television, who would you pick to play you in a movie about your life? Kenny, you're up first.
Can we answer for each other?
I actually like that.
I don't know.
Kenny, pick for Lucas.
No, go for me first because I have no idea. I didn't think that hard ahead.
Have you ever watched Austin Powers?
Yes.
The second movie. The big guy.
Oh, I hate you so much.
I don't even want to say his name because I don't think I can say his name on air, but it's Fat something.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. So I know it. Now I'm just going to stay on the same movie. I'd make you Austin, baby. I would make you Austin Powers then if we're sticking on the Austin Powers train. I don't think you look that far.
Here's Kenny right here.
Yeah, you can't say that name, unfortunately.
No,
you
but
can't.
the image is here. That's Kenny.
All right. I mean, do we not think that this is that far off from Lucas McGarry?
No, it's not me.
It's pretty good.
It's not me.
I think that might be Lucas McGarry.
I don't think that's me. I disagree.
You don't think he can pull out the baby? I don't know. I just
both played by the same character.
Lucas, can you try the baby?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
All right, then Kenny wins.
Yay!
You had your chance. You could have done it.
That's not.
You could have done it.
You could have done it.
That's not fair.
You could have done it.
But you didn't. Now Kenny wins.
Oh no.
Did you win last week too?
No, I think I lost last week.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Everything just meshes together at this point.
Well, I got bragging rights until next week.
Until next week.
I guess that's good. Fellas, any closing thoughts while we have a couple seconds here about
actually, let's check the Steelers score while we're...
Women's hockey was snubbed last year. I said it last week. I'll say it every week until they make it.
Steelers are losing. They suck.
Steelers are losing.
Yeah,
Go Bengals. Alex Brummer.
Yeah, I think they were snubbed too.
Yeah.
Hey, go Giants! Giants beat the Eagles.
I'm getting texts saying that my take on poutine was bad, and I'm disagreeing.
Oh well, it's what it is.
Well,
thank you for joining us for the second episode of season 24 of Laker Connections. We will see you next week for season 24, episode number 3. Good night.